What is up, you guys? This is Marvel Dude. We're back at it with another review, and in this one, we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 3 Sandman Build-A-Figure with Venom. Quite an interesting figure for a few different reasons. Of course, this was the dark time of Marvel Legends where you had Hasbro not putting as much money into the action figures, well, not as much effort, you can say, as Toy Biz were, and this resulted in many interesting figures being released around that time. And one of the waves that was released in that time was the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave, which is shat on by many fans, including myself, because, like I said, the quality of the figures were not even on par with the Toy Biz ones, even though in that wave specifically, and throughout the Hasbro line in general, they would reuse a lot of the old Toy Biz molds, like they did for the Doc Ock and the Green Goblin, just off the top of my head, and the Spider-Man, yeah. And the molds they did themselves were very questionable, kind of like this Venom here. Now, this might have also been the one released in the Spider-Man trilogy line. I'll throw a photo of that up on the screen so you can differentiate the two of them there. So I don't really know what the differences are specifically. I think maybe the trilogy line one had like a painted mouth, like painted gums and everything, and the Sandman one didn't. But yeah, without further yapping, let's get straight into this and have a look at this figure. And as you can see, camera focus, thank you very much. He doesn't actually look too bad off the bat. Mine's extremely loose, so he's going to be doing a little bit of like this action, you know what I'm saying, throughout the video. But yeah, he doesn't look too bad. That's if you're just looking at it as just a Venom figure and not specifically the movie adaptation, because comparing this to like the movie adaptation, which I'll throw a photo of it on the screen if we can get him to stand again. There we go. Looks nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. I mean, you can tell just because of like how the webbing is done, and I guess like my bad, like the texturing on the legs and maybe the spider logo, but even that's not particularly accurate. And the reason for that, well, this is why I think it's not accurate to the film, and it's probably already confirmed, but tinfoil hat me over here trying to come up with my own things, even though they're already out there. This is based off of the concept art for Spider-Man 3. I believe. Once again, the info might already be confirmed in it there. I don't really know. So the reason why I think that though is because the spider logo in particular looks exactly like the one used on some of the photos of Venom in like the early productions of Spider-Man 3, with the small kind of body of the spider there. Obviously, in the film, it didn't really look like that. Same with the back as well. Didn't really look like this. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, the one thing about this figure that is the least movie accurate, you could say, is the head sculpt. Like, if we zoom in on that head sculpt right there, you can see that, it's just it looks like it's trying to be movie Venom in some way, but it's really not. The eyes just aren't really the right shape at all. They aren't big enough as well. The tongue is obviously way too long. The mouth is too big and too wide, I guess. Like the teeth are just, yeah, pretty much everything about it. But like I said, at the same time, you can also tell that it is trying to be movie Venom. You can just about make it out. So it's not a horrible head sculpt. Like for what it is, if you just take it as what it is, it's actually pretty cool looking, I guess. But obviously, what it's trying to be, it looks nothing like it. So that is basically that right there. And the figure's articulation is I don't know. I don't even know. Questionable. I mean, it's decent, but it's not really. It's not really like good. It's decent, but it's not. There's decent and there's good. It's just decent. So we'll get right into that. I mean, the head is on literally just a ball peg. The ball itself in the neck doesn't move around. So I mean, you can get him looking up actually a little bit. Not really in like a leaping kind of pose. I mean, you can kind of like half it on the joint if you want. Mine sounds like it wants to break whenever I do that. But yeah, you can do that. It moves side to side, but since it's on the neck, which is kind of like, he's got that gamer neck thing going on. Let me adjust the light a little bit here. There we go. He's kind of got the gamer neck thing going on. There we go. Give me a second, guys. Just give me a second here to sort this out. I might cut this out of the video, or I might leave it in, depending on how lazy I'm feeling in the editing process. I think that's going to have to do for now. Yeah, okay. So he's got the gamer neck thing going on, so that immediately inhibits the ability for his head to move up further than that. So he's always kind of like hunched forward, I guess. That's the thing. They kind of made this guy like a big, massive hulking brute. He's obviously not like that in the film. Another major inaccuracy that I somehow didn't point out earlier on. So yeah, there's that. His arms move up very far because they're on ball joints, so that's very nice. All very good, all the way around. He's got the good old bicep swivel right there. Come on, Lighton, do me a favour, mate. There we go. Bicep swivel. He's got the double jointed elbows moving all the way, so not too bad so far. He's got swivel and hinges at the wrists, and then he's got a very useless diaphragm joint, and it's useless because it just doesn't do anything. It moves side to side, so I guess it's not entirely useless. It can move side to side like that. Literally can't move up and down to save its life. That's what diaphragm joints are usually for, so interesting stuff. No waist joint or anything. He's got ball hips. Mine are extremely, extremely wobbly. Can move all the way outwards. I mean, to move them forward, you have to turn it and then move it forward, and then swivel the thigh swivel right there. Yes, swivel the thigh swivel, which is another point of articulation. And then you've got a double jointed knee, all good stuff. Then you've got ankles move up and down. No ankle pivot, but the feet do turn side to side. So I don't know, does he have ankle pivot? No, it doesn't look like he does. He's got like some weird kind of ankle pivot where you can make it work a little bit, but I don't know. Just overall really weird joints on this figure. Like the diaphragm joint doesn't work, the ankles are weird. Then he's basically got no decent head articulation, so that's basically that for this Venom. Let me get him sorted out here. Very loose legs, so he's a bit of a nightmare to stand up. But I can do it, I believe in myself. There we go. Let's see how long he lasts like that for. So we are going to do a couple of quick size comparisons before we end the review, because why not? We'll have a little bit of fun with it. Here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man No Way Home, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, aka Toby Spider-Man. And as you can see, the size of the figure really gets shown when put to just like a normal 6-inch figure. Granted, he is a little bit smaller than like Marvel Legends figures, but they're more or less the same height. So there you go. And yeah, this is what I mean when I say he's just too big to be Raimi Venom. Like, I don't know. It's in hindsight, like, or in retrospective, to be fair, I do kind of respect how they made him bigger. That was a lot of people's complaints with him in the film. So maybe Hasbro even had that in mind. I was like, you know what? Even they maybe didn't like the design. They were like, he looks too skinny, so let's make him hulking and massive like in the comics. So to be fair, it really depends. It's just kind of subjective, really. Like, it's not accurate to the film, but if you wanted a bigger Raimi Venom figure, then this is basically the one to go with right here. And here he is next to the glorious Sawtooth Toys Venom, which I just got recently. Happily replaced this one, because while I don't hate this figure, I just, I accept it for what it is. Obviously, this is the much, much better movie-accurate Raimi Venom that you want in your collection. Do highly recommend that figure. If you want me to do a review of him, just let me know in the comments below. So yeah, that's what they like standing next to each other. It's a night and day difference, really. You've got the original 6-inch scale Raimi Venom, then the newest one. And yeah, man, this figure is beautiful. I will glaze it till the end of time. It does have its issues, but it's still amazing. And for the final comparison, because why not? Here he is next to the Toy Biz Superposable Spider-Man, the one with the magnets on his feet, you know, just a cheeky little flex. I've got that guy. But yeah, that's what these two look like. And I mean, you've probably already gotten used to this because this is how it's had to be for years up until the Sawtooth one with these guys next to each other on the display right there. I'm just really happy that we've gotten a new Venom, to be honest, man, because this one is very mediocre. If you want a right, like specifically want an accurate one, which I'm willing to bet most of you do, because why wouldn't you really? But yeah, guys, that'll be it for today's review, and I might make one in another 3,600 years time, who knows. But if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.